Good morning, YouTube. Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's vlog. Today is going to be an update because I honestly can't remember where my vlogs left off. It was right before Christmas, and today is the 5th of January. What are we? We are on Thursday, so into the new year. Wanted to give some updates on where I am, what's been going on. So first up, didn't do some vlogs during the Christmas time just with Q4 craziness. And I was going to go see my mom, and I got caught in the Southwest debacle. They gave me some sort of credit yesterday. The CEO sent a little letter saying, sorry, your flights were so jacked. Here's $300 worth of credits. But anyhow, and then we rolled right into the new year, and we have been just doggone busy here. So updates. I purchased there's a lady down the street who is getting rid of her private label items, and I'm going to take on some of the stock and sell it on my account. So been working through that. It worked out to about 4,500. Now I did buy some bubble wrap off of her, and I got a pallet jack for 75 bucks, which was a really good deal. So everything else other than bubble wrap and the pallet jack is inventory. So I've got stacks and stacks of inventory that we are trying to get in. It is all spring related stuff, spring, summer. When you are looking at sourcing stuff, a lot of people say, what are you sourcing? And of course, I'm doing Valentine's Day, but I'm also looking at weight loss stuff, organization stuff. A lot of times people spring clean, reorganize, they get inspired to clean out the closet and do that. So this is a great time for any of those products. But we also have anything for the garden, anything, when you go into your Target, what do they have out? They have gardening stuff. They have bug repellent and patio furniture and barbecue accessories. We've got Mother's Day coming up. I don't do a whole lot of St. Patrick's Day, but Easter will probably be my hardest hit holiday, I would say. And then outside of that, you've got all those other little holidays going on as well. I don't do much for Cinco de Mayo either. I don't know if that's a huge holiday. I've never really dove deep into Cinco de Mayo to see if there is any, what the velocity is on stuff there. But it is wedding season coming up. Usually May and June are good for weddings. So all of that is on the horizon. Absolutely love it. So in the warehouse here, we've got that $4,000 worth of stuff from the lady. I am wiped out on inventory from Q4. Most of my suppliers are out of stock too, which is really unfortunate. I've been trying to replenish things, and it's like I go to the website to order and it's out of stock. So I'm actually going to create a new line on my Trello board on ones that are out of stock, because I'll go and I'll look something up and then I forget when I did it. A week will go by and I'll go, did I look that one up? Did it say when it was going to come back in stock? Should I follow back up with a bit? So I need some sort of organizational tracking to let myself know, okay, I'm going to research these 10 today, and then I will follow back up in whatever time frame I want, probably another week, maybe 2 weeks. Gosh, I just don't know when they're going to be back in stock. You can also write to them. I've been doing that as well. Like, hey, are you getting this back in stock? Some of them have been, no, we're not. We've moved on to other products, which means then if you have listings, you need to update your listings or make new listings if you can no longer get the items in it. What else is going on? Had a pretty good New Year. Had a pretty good Christmas. Took a little bit of time to myself, but not a whole lot. It's been a lot of work here. Had quite a few merchant fulfilled orders. We did over 1,000 orders this Q4. Haven't had a whole lot of returns yet. I'm going to knock on wood. It's not been atrocious yet, but usually, let's see here, that will pick up between now and the 31st, really. A lot of times people wait to that last minute to sneak in that return so that, they get into that window before the 31st. And what else? I've had 3 come back to me that they didn't have the correct address. And I'm not refunding them their shipping cost. I'm just not. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of getting screwed as a seller every which way to Tuesday with Amazon. It feels like you get fees on top of fees on top of, eating whatever cost. And I used to be nice and say, oh yeah, I'll reimburse them, and give them the benefit of the doubt. But with people who can't put in the right address, like, that's not my fault that you didn't put in the right address. So I have been not refunding their shipping, which, they could give negative feedback. And that I'm having a little bit of trouble with too. I had somebody order something, cancel it, and then give me negative feedback that it didn't get shipped, and then Amazon won't take it down. I'm just over it. My God. Really? That's what we're going to complain about, is that I didn't ship it after you canceled it? Seems weird. All right. The other thing I've been busily doing is wrapping up 2022 and preparing for 2023. To do this, it's pretty overwhelming. So I've got quite a few things going on. For my CPA, anything that was damaged out or inventory had to be done by the 31st. Well, I think I did it. What was it? When did the first fall on? We did it Monday, whatever Monday was. So yeah, I took the first off and we had a lovely day at home and got my son back to college. And then on Monday, I didn't have anybody in the office. So I came in and I just did inventory for 2022. So that took me a good chunk of the day to wrap up all the inventory that I wanted to donate, get rid of. I have my buckets over there, go through my buckets and get all squared away so that my inventory is captured for 2022 for her going forward. Now, she gave me a list of a few things I need to go in and just go through QuickBooks and take care of. I also slammed out, and this is probably why I didn't get any videos done, the Washington State allows you to get reimbursed for sales tax, and the time limit is 4 years ago. However, 2018 wound up, 2018 had to be done by the Friday before New Year's, and I got that done and knocked out, and I will be receiving back a little over $4,000 in sales tax that I paid in 2018 as this. I feel like it's new to Washington that you can submit these, but maybe it had been going on all along and I just found out about it. I'm not quite sure. But anyhow, been talking with them, got that all submitted. Now, the good news is I'm getting over $4,000 back. The bad news is they are 5 months behind in processing those returns. So I went, well, that'll be a nice summer bonus, I guess. And now I can work on 2019 for the rest of this year. I'm going to have one of my ladies is going to work on doing that for me. So that's a big project that has been going on. All right. Now let's see here. We talked about CPA pulling stuff, getting inventory squared for last year, getting the sales tax was last year things. And now I am pulling to go forward in 2023. I am pulling several things. We're going to talk about it on Friday, but sales analytics, average cost of good, average returns. Like my average return for 2022 was 3%. So really good. My highest category for returns was clothing at 11%. My lowest ones were food and beauty. They don't do returns really for food and beauty. It's just not a high return category, but 3% overall, which I'm fine with. I do like to look at that number kind of on a yearly basis. Just make sure that there's nothing red flaggish. So I pull return information, calculate that. I get my average cost of good, my average profit per item, my average sale price, so that going forward into the next year, if I want to work on just increasing my profit per item or increasing the sales price per item, I can look at that and have some targets. So it's pulling numbers to get my forecasting lined up. Other reports I look at in Inventory Lab are sales by category, sales by supplier, sales by ASINs. And so I had some top selling ASINs that I just can't get the product for anymore, or the price of the product has gone up so much that I need to either revisit it once the dust has settled with inflation and costs, or cut it from my inventory altogether. But I literally had one product that went up 3 times in price. So if it was $3, I can't make any money off of it being $9 now. I mean, that's pretty much all my profits is gone out the door with the price hike. And I don't know if things have settled down now with that line or not. There's weird things that have been out of stock. My girls were telling me yesterday that their eggs were all gone at Safeway. Like, that's a weird thing to be out of. And I don't know if we're all out of eggs everywhere, or just that Safeway didn't get their their allotment. Anyhow, things that make you go, what's going on? Why is there no eggs? Just never know. We also have been having some really terrible storms going on. So, that is obviously going to impact everybody as well in different various ways. So that's kind of where I'm at, pulling numbers, pulling stats. I've got my board reorged up here. I've been pulling, I wrote out a list of intentions that I want for 2023. My goal today is to get that printed out and put that on my wall so that I can have a daily mantra of intentions to help manifest my intentions. I've been reading a lot about that and kind of really diving down that rabbit hole. And I love the idea of putting good thoughts out into the universe, setting your intentions. But along with that, it's very clear that just wishing for something, like say you just said, oh, I wish for more money, is the wrong way to go about it. The way the lady described it is if you say, oh, I just wish for more money, you're drawing more attention to the fact that you don't have enough money, and it's more of a negative and it's a downer and it's not the positivity that you want to go in there. Whereas if you put the intention of I'm going to make the, I'm going to, I don't know where I'll have to go. I'll do a whole thing on my intentions, but to have more positive intentions out there to foster abundance and things going your way, essentially. But it has to go with action. So I've got my actions and goals all written out there. I may or may not revamp my weekly stuff. My weekly stuff has been working for me for the last 6 months. And that's what I do in January. I go through and I look, what's been working for me? What's not been working for me? Cut out what's not been working for you and enhance what has been working for you. Having things in front of my face right there has been working for me. So I want to amplify that. And then one of the spreadsheets that I had been updating or whatnot, I am clearing that out. That's my cash flow spreadsheets, and I will be pulling more profit and loss statements and whatever other, there's a lot of reports in QuickBooks that you can pull, but I will be pulling all of my reports from QuickBooks. The three main ones, your profit and loss, your balance. There's one other one. I'm brain farting on it. I need some more coffee. But anyhow, setting that up going into the new year. There's something else I was going to say about that. Maybe it'll come to me. It was a quote. I have a couple quotes that are going to get posted onto, again, probably this area right here. Don't water the weeds. I love that. I love that quote. Don't water the weeds. If something's not working, you got to get it out of your garden, man. You cannot sit there and water the weeds. And I think that is just a very good quote to put out. In fact, maybe I will put it, have it put on scripture and put it somewhere inspirational. Like I did get pictures up in my office, and we are going to be rearranging the office. That's the other thing, main project that we're working on. I think it's important to kind of revamp. Even if you take all the items on your desk and kind of just rearrange them for the year, that is a good just cleansing exercise to do at the beginning of any year. And I do, again, January and June is my time to do bird's eye view of your company. What's working, what's not working, what do you want to enhance, where do you want to go, set the direction and the stage going forward. So more on that to come. And of course, specific videos on the steps there. I'm just kind of doing my vlog for the day. All right, guys, take care and have a wonderful day.